Hey there. All right, so I've let the machine charge up for about a day or two, and this is what it looks like in the countertop. So as you can see, it actually looks pretty nice. What I have noticed is that you're not probably gonna be able to see, but if you are someone that likes everything spick and span and really shiny and clean all the time, this is definitely prone to smudges and streak marks. I haven't even used it and it's already streaked up, so that's a little cosmetic thing, but not a big deal. I mean, as far as actually going in the unit, so that's the charging cleaning unit that I'm gonna try putting this in for the first time. That sits in the bottom, but uh, it actually just goes in simply. You can see the connectors in the back, and when you put it in, it doesn't do anything. You have to actually push back and you get a small sound. You see that it's charging up, it's fully charged because I haven't used it yet. And there's an indicator, I guess, to tell you that there's none of this stuff inside. So we're gonna try to do that right now for the first time and see how that goes. So I'm gonna take this off so I don't break it. Let's unplug this too. So I'm just, showing you guys how to use this for the first time because I'm not too sure what I'm doing here. So, all right, so I guess you push this button. Okay, it's like a spring-loaded mechanism, and the base pops up. And I think you can see the bottom. So I guess that's why they make an instruction book. Alright, so you can see the notch here and a notch in the back end, so that's how this happens. But what you have to do first is remove this cap, which might be a little difficult with one hand, so let's try to get it. There you go. A little tight, but not a big deal. The instruction booklet says not to refill this, only to buy official Braun refilling packets. You slide this in. Alright, so it kind of locks in there, doesn't go any further. And then let's turn this around. So it looks like that, and then pop it down. Looks like we're good to go. Plug it in and see what happens. Alright, well now that red light is gone, so that's that's a start. I did see on the instruction manual that the reason I actually did it here on the countertop is because it says don't move, shake, tilt, transport the unit when that is inside that water cartridge, cleaning cartridge is in there, because apparently it's going to slosh around and probably mess up the unit. So let's take a look at this. I did read about the product a little bit more in the past day or two. So now it's fully charged. We can take a look, a little closer look. There's a charging port at the bottom. As far as turning it on, I don't know how well that comes through, but I can tell you right now, it's a lot stronger than what I've currently got that you'll see in a second. You can feel a strong vibration in your hand. So this particular model, this is the wet-dry model, and you can see, there we go, wet-dry. So when it's in the upward position, it's in the dry, which is actually what I'm going to be doing today. And this head is mobile. There's no clicking. When you put it in the wet position, it actually locks into place in a certain spot. So I guess they've realized that that's better for wet or dry conditions. But you also can, I've noticed, put it into this and then lock it. So you can lock it into certain angles. But they do tell you when you're doing a face shave to Always keep it at 90 degrees to your contact point, to your face. Now, so let's talk about the top. So these are very, like, with a mild touch. This thing goes in. These other blades go in. I'm not going to go into all the details as far as what these actually are. A couple foils, a couple things in the middle to pull away your hairs, and the actual head unit vibrates at like 40,000 cycles per minute or second. I think it's second. But as compared to the Series 7, this particular gold covered looking one doesn't exist. So this is one of the newest upgrades. Apparently that pulls the hair away to make it even closer. This particular thing, I'm not too sure how well this is going to work. You push in this little button here and you slide it up, and I guess that activates this sideburn beard trimmer device. I think it would be better if it kind of came out a little bit more. Seems like you really have to get in there, but nonetheless, I'll give that a try. And then I guess when you put it back in, it does say in the manual that if you've done any shave, whether it's wet or dry, to rinse it off under the tap. Never to put this unit back into the cleaning station when there's a lot of cleaning solution or a lot of hair on it. They always do say give it a rinse off, and if it's really dirty, to actually take this head off by just popping this thing off right here and then rinsing off in the water. But when you do, the unit actually will tell you, I believe with a little indicator, when it's time to clean the unit, and when you put it in, it will give you certain indication on here to press the button to clean it, and they do suggest cleaning it every single time. Apparently if you do clean it every single time, I think the cartridge will last for, is it 3 weeks? I think it's 3 weeks, don't quote me on that, but it's around there. And depending on how dirty the machine is, somehow it figures out if it needs to do a mild, moderate, or heavy clean. And it swishes around the fluid, dries it off with the fan in the inside. It's quite impressive.